Aputure's B7C lights are so cool. Their cinema-grade LEDs produce extremely...
Cut. We got some noise. Okay, take it again from the top.
Aputure's B7C lights are so cool. Their cinema-grade LEDs produce extremely natural skin tones. Damn it! It's been like this ever since we moved to the temporary short-circuit set. Oh God, it was 2 years ago, wasn't it? We gotta do something about this. What are they doing up here?
What the hell?
Elijah! Elijah! Forget it. Guess we'll just have to wait till they're done.
1 minute.
Which is perfect, because it gives us time to segue to our sponsor. Are you tired of boring screwdrivers? Boom! 4 new colors of the brand new LTT transparent screwdriver. Plasma purple, cryo teal, molten orange, and carbon black. They're see-through, they're awesome, and they're probably gonna sell out. The Prismagic screwdrivers are launching on December 26th at 6 a.m. PST. Sign up at the link below to get notified. Collect them all, or maybe pair them with our brand new bid case and all over print hoodie.
With our sponsor, Boot.dev, step foot into an RPG adventure where your coding skills will level up along with your character. Write a ton of code and have a ton of fun doing it by clicking our link in the description. You can even save 25% off your first month or year.
It really is true. There is no solution that's more permanent than a temporary solution, which is why our Short Circuit channel has been using this cramped temporary set in what used to be our logistics department for almost 3 years. It has some real challenges. It's right next to the main receiving door, quiet on set, and it's directly underneath both the staff lounge and the tech link set, which as far as I can tell, are populated by elephants!
We've made it work.
Still, Short Circuit clearly needs a permanent home, and while I've been out of the office traveling, the team has been hard at work. They even tore down this very set while I was away. You know, I noticed there was an awful lot of green in here, and we're on the wrong floor.
Can't sneak anything past you, boss.
So let's go take a look at the new temporary home of Short Circuit.
Temporary?
Yeah, well, I want it to last a long time. And, you know, there is no solution that's more permanent than a temporary solution. Wow, this is awesome. Why is it that LMG cannot resist building kitchens?
Great question. And I'm glad you asked. It's not really related to your question though.
No, it's really not.
Our team has done a ton of work, but we also need to give a big shout out to our friends at Aputure for supplying the amazing lighting package. We'll take a closer look at that in a couple minutes though.
It looks like we've actually kind of got 3 sets here rather than just 1.
3 in 1 even. You know, I wanted a more lived in feeling space. You know, though, kind of like LTT has in their main sets in the studio. I wanted something with more variety in the backgrounds for a more, you know, natural living space.
Also, should be better for thumbnails than just like putting a big piece of styrofoam behind the host every time.
Barely better.
Why don't we take a look around? First up, we've got kind of a home office, den kind of thing.
Yeah, I think phase 2 will look a little different with this being a more living room kind of area with an office desk as well as a place for TVs and projectors. But
cool, what are we gonna call it?
We gotta decide. People have been nagging me saying, what are we calling these sets? What are we calling these sets? And I say, Linus, he's a very particular man.
I'm not the one who gets to name the sets.
Oh, perfect, we'll name it Frank.
If I was allowed to name the sets, we wouldn't have 3 sets called Short Circuit set, and we wouldn't have 2 sets called Apartment set, and we wouldn't have 2 sets called Workshop. It's so confusing.
So you don't like Short Circuit Apartment? Office.
Whatever we end up calling it, this set's mainly gonna be for the big items. Monitors, desks, full PCs, that kind of thing. In fact, this sick Doom-themed setup from Main Gear is gonna be the first unboxing shot on this set, and it's over live on Short Circuit right now. There's a couple of really cool little features that are gonna help us keep it fresh over the probably years that we'll be using it if our current sets are anything to go by. This canvas is a really neat one. With this light, this Storm ADC up here, we can project basically anything we want on it, as long as it doesn't melt. You can see there's a little Short Circuit logo on it right now, but I don't know, it's not doing anything. Turns out you're supposed to put those at the back? We'll figure it out. These are also cool, an IRL RGB Short Circuit logo. Great woodworking. Oh God, Reese. Just because we're upgrading the sets doesn't mean we're completely changing the channel though. If anything, I think we want to go a little bit more back to basics. Short Circuit is supposed to be unboxings. It's not supposed to be overcomplicated. So the idea is that when the host and the camera operator walk onto set, everything is pretty much good to go. No tweaking the lights, no playing around with the camera angles. We just slate and go. So what's involved in that?
No media, so FTP ingestion, as well as one operator for all 3 cameras with a clear view of what they all see. So I can make sure everything's going well, and they can see everything going on all at once.
We are looking at maybe upgrading that setup in the future, by the way, with an editor also being on set, doing a live cut straight to the server that would then get refined into the final cut. But I don't know if it's gonna work out, because I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. That is a more than decade-old idea for Linus Media Group, and every time we've tried it, it's just kind of crashed and burned. If you actually look back at this ancient power supply unboxing, pay close attention to the cuts, because that was done live to tape, exactly the way that you guys are coming up with here. I wish us luck with it though. It really is super efficient, in theory. Hey, we're on the second set though. Why don't we talk about this one?
This is the main set, used for most items, anything that doesn't need a specialty set. And its key feature, it's gotta be the glow wall made by Justin and Jordan. It's got this frosted look. It's reminiscent of the TV on the old set.
We also upgraded our top-down setup. So now we can drag our top down across the various sets using this little rail right here, and we threw our old Fujinon lens on it so we can zoom way, way closer in onto smaller items that are being unboxed. It's gonna be a really nice little upgrade. Oh, not nearly as nice as the lighting though. Behind our frosted glass panel doors are 4 of Aperture's Infinibars. So these are basically RGB WW lights that are connectable into pretty much any shape you want, with more than a dozen connector and mounting options. We've got 2 2-foot ones and 2 4-foot ones that, combined with this bounce here, can give us any number of really cool looking effects. And also, what a great little place to hide when I don't feel like doing work. Huh? It's even great for wardrobe changes. LTTstore.com. On the other sides of the set, we've got more lighting. In this case, Nova soft panels. We've got a P300C and a P600C here. Each of these is adjustable from 2K to 10K for color temperature, and they have full RGB lighting. This one is 600 watts, and this one is 300 watts. It is worth noting that a new Nova 2 line has come out while we've been working on this, which is even more better. It's brighter and has a few more bells and whistles, but realistically, we're not pushing these lights anywhere near their limits, so we didn't really need them. Here's what they look like in action, although they are getting a little bit of help. I mentioned the Storm ADC before. That's a point source light, but we actually have one of those on each of the sets acting as a hair light. These support anywhere from 1.8K to 20,000K for color temperature, and also support RGB, and they output at 80 watts, making them actually great for running both on AC power as well as on battery as just a very convenient point source. And they're flicker free, unlike consumer LED bulbs. It matters a lot in production, because if you start getting out of phase flickering from all your various lights on set, it's a nightmare. Oh, speaking of getting everything in phase, Belle's playing around with it right now, moving all the different sliders around, but this is our Sidus 4, and this thing is super cool. It's kind of like Signal RGB for your computer system, but for sets. It allows you to take various ecosystems like DMX, CRMX, as well as even Bluetooth managed lights, and then sync them all up through this convenient app. Mwah, it deserves a kiss. And oh, it can even be battery powered, so convenient. Oh, I guess we're on the third set. Want to tell us about it?
This is the bar. We already have a kitchen, so.
Yeah, are you telling me or asking me?
Both. There's also no sink, but don't look too closely. This is for our medium-sized items, so unboxing a PC or monitor starts here before moving to the office.
Oh, we did borrow one thing from the kitchen set though. Very cool idea. This desk, which is disguised as a kitchen island, was sent over by Motion Gray and is a sit-stand desk, which allows us to kind of unbox something small or spread out what we're doing and then go, oh, okay, but I want to be able to really manipulate this item and lift it up a little bit. Super convenient. And I can tell we were way smarter about it than that other one. You can actually lower the desk all the way without breaking the side skirts.
Hopefully.
What else we got going on here?
Well, let me tell you, we got a lot going on here, starting with the Hisense Canvas TV. We wanted a window, some movement, some life, something beautiful here in this bar.
We wanted another idea stolen from LTT 8 or 9 years ago.
Improved. The idea is that we'll have some window footage here that we've taken, or maybe you've submitted. Don't dox yourself. We also have these nice statues provided by Teenage Engineering.
Oh, yeah.
We needed some set deck. They send over some speakers, their mic.
Oh, yeah, cool.
These little guys, so cute.
Yeah, please tell me we didn't pay retail for them.
Moving on.
How much are these worth? Hold on, I'm gonna guess.
That's real wood.
Yeah, okay, hold on, let me think. Okay, so Bluetooth speaker, that's gotta be worth 20 bucks. Teenage Engineering, 200.
Actual retail price? Oh, a little too low. Otherwise, just some fun set deck. We have Do's and kitchen clock, IKEA donuts.
Did we actually go shopping for cookware?
And these aren't cheap.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are. But the piece de resistance, what ties it all together? Whoa, that's glass. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. There's a little place. We paid a lot for those. That is the most expensive thing on
What?
it. Yeah.
Why?
I said I needed it.
What?
When I got budget, Jakey gets what Jakey wants.
How much did we spend on this?
That's accounting's problem.
I know that this was a you initiative.
Yes.
A Pocari Sweat mini fridge?
My girlfriend made it for me.
Oh, so it's just a mini fridge with a Pocari Sweat sticker on it.
Yes, and she made the sticker. And of course, we gotta have Linus on set at all times.
Tertiary Linus. If you want any more behind the scenes on the development of the set, by the way, lmg.gg/floatplane. Alfred and Jordan sat down with Sammy to kind of talk through the process. According to Jordan, we missed something. Okay, that's a lot less exciting than you made it seem, Jordan. He said there's a computer in the closet.
I didn't say it was exciting.
Well, okay, that's fair. Is this from Scrapyard Wars?
Maybe.
I think it is. This is from 2015.
All it does is put footage of Windows on the TV. It doesn't have to be fancy.
Are we talking about that picture or no?
What's special about, oh shit, it's e-ink.
Yes.
That took me a second.
This is the InkJoy picture frame.
It sure is. That's pretty cool.
I made this.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, he's right.
Anything else we missed, Jordan?
I think we're pretty good.
I can think of something we missed.
What's that?
I've missed having an employee lounge. Where did it go? For now, a bunch of the pieces are in the corner where we shoved them to make room for the set. But the rest is apparently gonna come down here where there used to be an item receiving desk, which is just simply not here anymore. And then we're also gonna tear out the old ShortCircuit set, which, hey, we totally could have shot that intro on the set. Like, it clearly hasn't actually been torn down yet. It's totally still here. Movie magic. Basically, it doesn't really matter what's here in the future because the only production that an employee lounge or whatever else could possibly interfere with is the WAN show, which is in this corner over here. And that only shoots once a week for 3 to 5 hours. So if we're being realistic, this will probably end up being a mixed use space, which leaves just one more thing. A big thank you to the build crew. More than 20 LMG staff worked on this in some capacity. And also a big thank you to our sponsor.
Boot.dev. Learning to code is such a useful skill, but it can be quite daunting to simply dive headfirst and fully commit to. Enter Boot.dev, a gamified way to keep you engaged and ease you into a whole new world, but in a familiar setting. Earn XP, levels, achievements, and complete quests, all while getting hands-on experience with the Python and Go programming languages. That's right, you'll be writing a ton of code. An active community is there to help and join you in bi-monthly boss battles where you can earn extra XP. And if you ever get stuck, Boots, their AI-powered bear wizard, can lend you a hand and point you in the right direction. If you're still unsure if Boot.dev is right for you, they've got free demos for every course and a 30-day, no questions asked refund policy, so you'll know exactly what you're gonna get into. Use our link today to get 25% off your first month or year with Boot.dev and start your coding adventures today.
If you guys enjoyed this video, go watch ShortCircuit. Their first videos on the new set should be up now. And I mean literally up, like right there. Like, right above me.